Alright, hello again everybody, and welcome to break number 111, the 14-box case of 11-12 Panini Contenders. And here you go with a list of the winning bidders for this case break. Heading all the way down to our Deep Pockets Award winner, which goes to the person that spent the most money in the break. And in break 111, it is Milkman 92. Milkman 92 was also our Donald Trump Award winner, and he gets some bonus cards for purchasing the most teams. So we got our winners list shown. Now let's get to that last auction ended. I list my auctions alphabetically. The Minnesota Wild will always be the last team to end. And here you see the Minnesota Wild ended on March 29, 2013 at 1828. And the high bidder for the Wild in break number 111 is Free Badger Bad. So we got a list of the winning bidders. We got the last auction has ended. Here is our sealed case of 11-12 heavy case Panini Contenders. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust this box open, and I'm going to show all the serial numbers of the boxes as I pull them out, because I can't keep all 14 boxes of this big case on camera. So as I pull them out and show the serial numbers, if you guys want to jot down the serial numbers so you can keep track at home, that's fine. So I'm going to show the serial numbers as they come out of the case, and I'm also going to show them before we bust them open. Make sure that all the serial numbers that came out of the case are the same ones that are going to be coming back on camera as we bust them open. So here is opening up the sealed case. Some garbage here. Alright. Well, first out of the case. Okay, where are you at here? Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to help with the camera here. Come on now. Alright, looks like 181105800 for first box to come out. Here is our second box. It looks like 181107051. That's box number 2. Here's box number 3. One 181111962. Looks like 34209999. Serial number. We got a little Panini sticker in the way here. Looks like 181112725. And here's another serial number. One 181109606. One 181110190. One 181109173. One 181203952. One 181109217. And dig out the last 4 boxes here. 18112861. Sticker in the way here. 181 something or another ending 9590. And 2 more boxes to show you. And we got a 181112859. And the last box in the case, we got a 181102861. So those are the 14 boxes in the case. Like I said, the boxes are going to be going off camera because there's a lot of them and I don't have the room. But I will show you all the serial numbers before we bust them open. And that way you can check them off and make sure that they were all copacetic. What will come out of the case. Alright, I need that. We're going to try and make this break quick. There's 14 boxes, a lot of packs to open, which translates into a large video file. And I don't want to make it 3 hours long. So our first box, 181110190. And good luck to everybody. Here we go, box number 1. Box. All right, here we go with pack number 1. See how this is going to work out here. All right, got base, spacer, and base of Crawford and Solani. So we got an all base pack. Base, spacer, and base and base. Base, and here we have a hit, and this is for the Los Angeles Kings. We have Drew Doughty, Panini Contenders. We got an autograph here, 87 of 100. 87 of 100 for the LA Kings. That is our first hit to come out of the break. And last couple of cards here were base and base. Next pack. Base, spacer, base and base. Base, spacer, base and base. Base. Here we got a Calder Contenders rookie card to $9.99 of Scott Timmins for the Florida Panthers. Scott Timmins to $9.99. Hit for Florida. And our spacer. And 2 more base cards, Skinner and Cam Ward. Base. Base. Here we have another rookie card. Auto rookie card. Rafael Diaz, numbered 698 of 800 for the Montreal Canadiens. And Tim McCormick, T-Mac, 1968. So we got a auto rookie card for the Canadiens. Spacer. And a couple more base cards. I don't know if me handling the cards like this is making this go faster or not. Again, I'm trying to get 14 boxes in and as less time as possible. Danny Heatley, base, 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 spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, base. Here we have a Cup Contenders 955 out of 999 of Daniel Sedin for the Vancouver Canucks. Cup Contenders for the Canucks. Spacer. And a couple of base cards. Alright, base. Base. Another Cup Contenders for the Detroit Red Wings. Pavel Datsyuk, 645 of 999 for the Red Wings. Spacer, base and base. Alright, base, 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 spacer. And a couple more base cards. Base, 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 spacer. Well, you know, wish they put these cards all in the same direction. Base and base. Make things a little easier. Base, 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 spacer, base and base, 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 spacer, base and base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base card, base. Here we have a Eric Fair NHL Inks for the Winnipeg Jets. And that card is not numbered. So we got an autograph for the Jets. And spacer. And two more base cards. Two more packs to go for box number 1. Alright, base. 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 Spacer. And two more base cards. Last pack for box number 1. Base. Base. And a Calder Contenders rookie card, 146 of 999. Paul Postma for the Winnipeg Jets. Paul Postma for the Jets. Spacer. And we got a couple more base cards. So that is it for box. And don't worry about those are base cards. I'm not shuffling the hits, believe me. Take much better care Got a sorting tray over here to my left. Any shuffling of cards will be either the base or the spacers. So don't freak out. All right, going into box number 2. Let's get that serial number on camera. Again. And let's see if we can get it without the glare. Box number 2. All right, here we go. Pack number 1. Box number 2. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Wow, look at that. The cards are all in the same direction in that pack. All right, base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and 2 base cards. Alright, base, 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 spacer, and 2 base cards. Base, base, base. Holy cow, where are all the hits hiding in this box? And a couple more base cards. Base, base, and redemption. What do we got here? It says Calder Contender signature number 203, Greg Nemes. Greg Nemes, if I'm pronouncing that right. Don't have all the players memorized, but a quick check of the Panini checklist will determine where I'm going to send that card. But that is card number 203, Greg Nemes, and a spacer and a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base, 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 spacer. The way this box is going, there must be some huge hits or something. Oh, there's crap coming out on the front end of the box. Base, base, and base, spacer, base, and base. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base, base. Here we have an NHL inks of Mark Giordano for the Calgary Flames. Mark Giordano for the Flames, not numbered. For Calgary. And spacer and a couple of base cards. base, 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 spacer, base and base. Base, base. Here we have a Cup Contenders of Victor Hedman. 818 of 999 going out to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Victor Hedman for the Lightning. Spacer, base and base. Base, base. Here we have a Calder Contenders rookie card, 370 of 999 for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Brian Straight. Brian Straight for the Penguins. And our spacer and 2 base cards. Looks like about 4 packs to go for box number 2 as we roll along. Base, 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 spacer, and 2 base cards. Base, base. Here we have a Cup Contenders, 510 of 999 of John Carlson for the Washington Capitals. John Carlson for the Caps. And spacer and 2 base cards. 2 packs to go in this box. All right, base, 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 spacer, base and base. And last pack. And what do we got? We got a base card, another base card, another base card. And this is Cam Talbot for the New York Rangers, 14 of 100. Cam Talbot, auto jersey rookie card. I believe Cam Talbot for the Rangers. So that was hiding in the last pack of box number 2. And just to make sure you guys know that it's the base cards that are getting shuffled. I'll just keep that right there so you can see it. And our spacers. Moving into box number 3 on a very long case break. Serial number. What do we got here for this one? Of the serial numbers I told you when the case was first cracked open, this is ending 3952. 3952. Box number 3. And here we go. First stack, second stack, empty box. Stack fell over. Here we go with pack number 1, box number 3. Alright, base, 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 spacer, base and base. Base, 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 spacer, base and base. What I'm probably going to do, excuse me, is after I get this whole break on video here, what I'll do is I will shoot like a Cliff Notes version where I show just the hits. And that will get uploaded faster. So if you guys don't want to sit through the entire break and just see the hits, we can do that. Plus, I can get that one up faster, as the video that I'm shooting now is going to take quite some time to upload. Okay, Cup Contenders, 774 of 999. Nathan Horton for the Boston Bruins. And spacer. And base and base. Base, 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 spacer, base and base, 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 spacer, base and base, base, base. Cup Contenders, 128 of 999 of Jerome Iginla, newest member of the Pittsburgh Penguins. But this is going out to the Calgary Flames. We got our spacer and a couple of base cards. This one feels pretty thick. We got a base, 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 and this is a Calder Contenders numbered 6 of 100 of Paul Postma. It's not autographed. Card number 194. I wonder if that's missing an autograph, if that's the way it's supposed to be. Not sure. 6 of 100 Paul Postma for the Winnipeg Jets. And we got a couple of base cards. Alright, base. Base. Here we have an NHL Dual Ink. We got David Rundblad for the Phoenix Coyotes and Patrick Ruhrkirch for the Ottawa Senators. What are the chances both teams are owned by the same person? And that is none. So we got a random between the Coyotes and the Senators for the dual NHL inks. We got a spacer and base and base. So we got one random to do so far. Alright, base, 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 spacer. Base and base. Base, 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 spacer. Base and base. Base, 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 spacer. And two more base cards. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. How hard is it to put all the cards in the same direction? Base, base. Here we have an auto rookie card of Brendan Smith for the Detroit Red Wings, 333 of 800. Oops, sorry, get that down a little closer so you can see. 333 of 800 for the Detroit Red Wings. Our spacer and a couple more base cards. Alright, base, base, Calder Contenders, 431 of 999 for the Minnesota Wild, Carson McMillan. Carson McMillan for the Minnesota Wild. And our spacer. 3 packs to go in box number 3. Base. And here we have a parallel of a base card. This is numbered 30 of 100 of Carey Price for the Montreal Canadiens. Carey Price for the Canadiens, numbered to 100. And a telephone call. Outstanding. Base and base. I'm just going to have to let that ring. Call back later. Alright, base. That's annoying. You got an NHL ink of Curtis Glencross for the Calgary Flames. NHL inks for the Flames. Not numbered. For Calgary. And got a spacer, base, and base. Okay, base, spacer, and the last pack with a couple of more base cards. So that is it for box number 3. Alright, box number 4. And there's that serial number. You can see it. 173 ending, last 3 numbers. Box number 4, guys. Here we go. One side, 2 sides, empty box. Pack number 1, box number 4. Alright, base, spacer, and a couple more base cards. Base, and here we have another parallel, numbered 39 of 100 of John Tavares. John Tavares going out to the New York Islanders. And a spacer, and base, and base. Base, spacer, base and base. Base. Cup Contenders of Ryan Miller. 698 of 999 for the Sabres. Spacer, base and base. Base, spacer, base and base. Base, redemption. We got a Calder Contender signature patch number 201, Devontae Smith-Pelly. Believe that's for the Ducks. But again, a quick check of the Panini checklist will make sure where this card goes. But a redemption of a Contender's signature patch, Devontae Smith-Pelly. And base and base. Okay, base, spacer, base and base. Base, base. Here we have an NHL Inks of Cody Eakin for the Washington Capitals. Cody Eakin for the Capitals. Those are not numbered unless they're the golds. And base and base. Alright, base, 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 spacer, and base cards. Base, 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 spacer, base and base. 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 Base, base, and a cup contenders for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Marc-Andre Fleury, 223 of 999 for the Penguins. And spacer and 2 base cards. Okay, base, 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 spacer, base and base. Looks like, what, 3 more packs to go in this box. Yeah, base, 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 spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and 2 more base cards. Last pack. Base, base, and another redemption. What do we got here? We got a Calder Contender Signature 222 of Eric Goodbranson. Eric Goodbranson. I believe that's for the Flyers, but don't quote me on anything. I'm not the sharpest crayon in the box. And base, and that is it for box number 4. Running out of room for the base cards. Another stack of spacers. And I'm going to open up box number 5, and then I'm going to have to take a bathroom break. I know it's not something you guys needed to know. And there we go on the serial number. For those of you keeping score at home, box number 5, I believe. Box. And here we go with pack number 1. Base, 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 spacer, base and base. base, base. Here we have a auto rookie card of Adam Henrique. Adam Henrique, number 274 of 800 for the New Jersey Devils. And Dodger Thing. Dodger Thing is in the New Jersey Devils slot where eFroggy15 usually is. So Dodger Thing is scoring the Henrique auto rookie card. Congratulations. And we got base, 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 spacer, base and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base cards. Base, 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 spacer, base and base. Base, base. Here we have an NHL Inks of Patrick Marleau for the San Jose Sharks. Marleau for the Sharks, not numbered. For San Jose Sharks, spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer, base and base. Base, 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 spacer, base and base. Base, 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 spacer, and more base cards. Base, 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 spacer, base and base. Alright, base, base. Here we have an auto rookie card of Thomas Kubalik. That's it, Kubalik. 138 of 800 for the Columbus Blue Jackets and Hockey Town Champs. With the Jackets, spacer, and base and base. Base, 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 spacer, and two base cards. Base, base, Cup Contenders of Martin St. Louis, 946 of 999 for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and score 6. Spacer, and base and base. Base, base, Cup Contenders of Steven Stamkos, 236 of 999, also for the Lightning, and score 6. We got a spacer, base and base. Base, base, Cup Contender, Calder Contenders, sorry, of Jake Gardner, 588 of 800, auto rookie card for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Feder, 23, auto rookie card for the Leafs, spacer, and base and base. Looks like 3 packs to go in this box. Base, 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 spacer, and base and base. base, base. Here we got a base card parallel of Ryan Kessler, 40 of 100 for the 40 of 100 for the Nucks. Spacer, base and base. Piles are ready to fall over. Base cards. And here we go. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. That is it for, I believe it was box number 5. And we'll be getting right back to box number 6. Alright, here we go with box number 6. As soon as I get that serial number here. Again, for those of you keeping score at home, there it is. And this is box number 6. Good luck, everyone. Our packs here. There, empty box. Stack sliding over. And here we go. Pack number 1. Box number 6. And we got a base. Cup Contenders of Mikhail Grabowski for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 215 of 999 for the Leafs, and Fetter 23. Spacer. And a couple more base cards. We got base, spacer, and 2 more base cards. Base. Here we have an NHL ink of Anze Kopitar for the LA Kings. And who's got the Kings? Hulu 04. Kings fan. Absolutely, going out to LA. And spacer, and 2 more base cards. Base, spacer, base and base. Base, spacer, and 2 more base cards. Base, spacer, and a couple more base cards. Base. Here we have an auto rookie card of Mark Scheifele for the Winnipeg Jets, and Craig Duke 11, 39 out of 800 for the Jets. And spacer, and a couple base cards. I'll stick with this side of the box. Base, spacer, base and base. Base, spacer, and a couple base cards. Base. Here we have another auto rookie card of Rafael Diaz for the Montreal Canadiens, 575 of 800. I believe we already had one of these auto rookie cards of Diaz come out of the box, or a case, I should say. But another one, I believe, and this is going out to TMC Cormick, 1968, for the Montreal Canadiens. And spacer, And a couple more base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base, and a cup contenders for the Philadelphia Flyers of Claude Giroux. 992 of 999, and you gotta love the stash on this guy. Going throwback with that. I can't say it. We got a name for him, but it's not appropriate with that type of mustache. All right, base, base, and a base parallel of Andrew Ladd for the Winnipeg Jets and Craig Duke 11. This is 49 of 100. 49 of 100 for the Jets. And spacer, and a couple more base cards. All right, base, 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 spacer, base and base, 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 spacer, and two base cards. Base, base, auto rookie card of Adam Larson for the New Jersey Devils and Dodger things. 758 of 800 for the Devils. Auto rookie card of Adam Larson. Spacer, base and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base cards. And the last pack, we got base, 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 spacer, and two more base cards. That is it for, I think it was box number 5. Get rid of the spacers and move along the base cards. And I believe this is going to be box number 7. And the serial number. I think that's 9995 ending. And here we go. Box. Here we go, pack number 1. Alright, base, 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 spacer, and base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base cards. Base, 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 and a redemption. What we got here? We got a starting lineup booklet, card number 4 of Bobby Ryan, Eric Johnson, Jack Johnson, Ryan Kessler, Ryan Miller, and Zach Parise. So we have a starting lineups booklet, and I'm sure that's going to be a random because I don't believe that those are all on the same team. So we got a nice booklets with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6. 6-player booklet. So we got a random to do there. We're also going to have to go to the Panini website and get that checklist to see what teams are involved for that random. Nice card there. Base, spacer, and 2 more base cards. And base, spacer, base and base. Base, spacer, and base. Base, and another redemption. This is for a Calder Contenders signature, 201 of Devontae Smith-Pelly. We have one of those already. We had some kind of redemption for Devontae Smith-Pelly already. And we got a spacer, base and base. Alright, base. Here we have a Calder Contenders to $9.99. 606 of $9.99 of Hugh Jessamine for the Florida Panthers. Who's got the Panthers? Zornatinki. Okay, I'm going to have to work on that ID. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to really butcher it. Alright, base, and base, spacer, base and base, base, cup, Calder Contenders for the New York Islanders of David Olstrom, 520 of $9.99. 520 of $9.99 for the Islanders. And spacer, base and base. Base, spacer, base and base. Base, spacer, and base. Base, spacer, and base. Base, and we have for the Nashville Predators, Blake Jeffrion, NHL Inks for the Preds, and TK 6970, not numbered, and spacer, and finish out with a couple of base cards. It really seems like they used some super glue to get these packs sealed up out of this box. Base, spacer, and base. Base, Cup Contenders of Thomas Vokoun for the Washington Capitals, 727 of 999 for the Capitals, and also TK 6970, base and base. base, 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 spacer, and base. Last pack of the box. Base, base, Cup Contenders of Jordan Staal, 152 of 999 for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And spacer and base. Good for box number 7. I believe that was the halfway point in the break. Stack of these out. Garbage. Here we go. Another box. And this serial number is ending, what was that, 2861. And here we go. Six. Empty box. Alright, base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. And base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base, base, and another double Blake Jeffrey on NHL Inks autograph for the Nashville Predators. So we are starting to pull out some duplicate cards in the break here. Spacer, base, and base. I don't see why. There's so many different cards that really is no need to double up on anything. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base. Cup Contenders of Dustin Brown for the LA Kings, 730 of 999 for the LA Kings. And Hulu 04, space, and base. Base, 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 spacer, base, and base. Base, base. Calder Contenders to 999 of Chris Fredheim for the Minnesota Wild, 831 of 999 for the Wild, and Free Badger Bad. Spacer and base. Alright, base, base. And here we have a Contenders Legacies of Joe Sakic, 301 of 999 for the for the Avalanche. Joe Sakic. I was going to say the Colorado Rockies. and a couple of base cards. And base, spacer, and 2 base cards. And base, spacer, and 2 more base cards. Base, and base, spacer, and 2 more base cards. Base. Here we have an auto rookie card of Eric Condra for the Ottawa Senators, 378 of 800. 378 of 800 going out to Tadal, 86. And spacer and base. We got here 3 more packs. Something tells me this one's going to have something nice in it, I think. Please don't make a liar out of me. What do we got here? Base, and I was not lying. For the Ottawa Senators, Mika Zibanejad, 85 of 100 for the Ottawa Senators. And a double whammy for Tadal, 86. And base, and base, spacer, and base. Last pack. Base, spacer, base, and base. All right, another box in the books. Clear off the table. The base cards. Spacers. And the next box. Alright, serial number. As we keep on trucking along. It's ending 2859. 2859 on all the serial numbers that were read off at the beginning. One more pack hiding in here. Now the box is empty. Alright, here we go. Pack number 1. Base, spacer, and base. Base. Here we have a Calder Contenders of Hugh Jessman, 684 of 999. I believe that's another double for the Florida Panthers. Rookie, and spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, spacer, and base. Base, and we have an auto rookie card of Sean Couturier for the Philadelphia Flyers, 618 of 800 for the Flyers, and Milkman 92. And we got a spacer and base cards. Base, spacer, and base. base. Here we have a base parallel of Patrick Kane for the Chicago Blackhawks. 29 of 100 for Chicago. And spacer and base. Base. Here we have an NHL Inks of Matt Reed for the Philadelphia Flyers. NHL Inks of Matt Reed for the Flyers, not numbered. And who's that? Milkman. So Milkman's got himself a little streak going here with hits. A couple of base cards. Alright, base, spacer, and base. Base, spacer, and base. Base. And here for the Vancouver Canucks, Eddie Lack auto rookie card, 142 of 800. 142 of 800 for the Canucks. And again, Milkman 92. Spacer, base and base. Base. And for the Vancouver Canucks, Calder Contenders, 354 of 999, Ryan Kessler. Ryan Kessler and the Vancouver Canucks. And the streak for Milkman continues. Base, spacer, and base. Base, spacer, and two base cards. Base, spacer, and base. Base. This way, base, spacer, and base. Base. Cup Contenders of Brad Richards, 625 of 999 for the New York Rangers. And Aaron Ohm, 2, breaks Milkman's string of hits. And a couple of base cards. Got like 2 more packs here in the box. And we got base. And looks like Aaron Ohm's going to start his own streak here. We got Carl Hagelin, auto rookie card, 672 of 763. It's an odd print run. Excuse me, for the New York Rangers. And Aaron Ohm. Spacer. And a couple of base cards. Base, spacer, and base. That is it for another box. Spacers. And base cards. And another box. Let's get that serial number. And there you see it. And in 1962. few more packs hiding down in here. Now we got an empty box. Here we go. Alright, base. Base and base. Spacer. And more base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, base. Base, base, and we have an NHL Inks of Colin Greening for the Ottawa Senators, and Tadal 86 for Ottawa, not numbered, and spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base. Here we have an auto rookie card of Ryan Ellis for the Nashville Predators. 261 of 800. 261 of 800 for the Preds, and TK 6970. And base cards. Base, base, base. Oh no, sorry, not a base. Calder Contenders rookie card. 354 of 999. Corey Trop for the Buffalo Sabres. And hockey lots. Rookie card for the Sabres. Base and base. Base, base. Here we have a Cup Contenders of Steven Stamkos for the Tampa Bay Lightning. 965 of 999 for the Lightning, and score 6. And spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, base. Cup Contenders for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Chris Letang. 139 of 999 for Pittsburgh. And Prandy 28, or P. Randy 28. Spacer and base. And base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base. Calder Contenders rookie card of Kevin Marshall for the Philadelphia Flyers. 228 of 999 for Milkman 92. Spacer and base. And base. Looks like here there's going to be a couple more base cards. Spacer and base. This might have something nice. base, base, and it is. It's another redemption. What we got this time? We got Calder Contenders signature patch, card number 243 of Zach Ronaldo. Calder Contenders signature patch, Zach Ronaldo, card number 243. And a checka out of checklist is going to tell me what team that goes to. Base, 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 spacer, and base, and the last pack for this box. Got base, 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 spacer, and more base. Alright, we got 4 more boxes to go in this case break. And here you can see that we got that panini thingy in the way. I'm just going to cut that open a little bit so you can get a clear shot of that serial number. And there you see, I believe it is 9590. So here we go. Empty box. Go pack number 1. Base. Base. Auto rookie card for the Canadians of Alexei Emlin. 99 of 800 for the Canadians. And TMC Cormick, 1968. We got a spacer and base. Base, base, Cup Contenders of Danny Briere for the Philadelphia Flyers, 847 of 999 for Philadelphia. Spacer and base. And base, 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 spacer, and base. Base. No, crying out loud. Base. Base. And here we have another Eric Fair NHL ink for the Winnipeg Jets. This is a double. Why can't their correlation be better? I mean, there's so many cards to go around. Why do you have to double up on anything in a case? I don't know. Base, 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 spacer. Oops. And you already know the story. 2 base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base, another NHL ink of James Reimer for the Toronto Maple Leafs. NHL inks, not numbered, for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Fetter 23. Spacer, and 2 more base. Alright, base, 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 spacer, and base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base, and we got a Contenders Legacy of Mark Messier, 294 of 999 for Aaron Ohm 2 and the New York Rangers. Base, and spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Alright, base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base. Caller Contenders of David Olstrom for the New York Islanders, 973 of 999 for the Islanders, and ice 7781. Base cards. Base, base, and Cody Hodson, Vancouver Canucks, auto rookie card, 674 of 800. 674 of 800 for the Canucks, and Milkman 82. 92 rather, my bad. And a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Last pack of this box gives us base, 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 spacer, and two more base cards. Alright, move these. 3 more boxes to go. Here we are with another serial number. You guys can match them up to all the serial numbers that we showed when we first cracked the case open. Oh, there's still 2 more packs hiding down in that box there. 3 more packs actually. Now we got an empty box. And here we go, pack number 1. Base, base, and base, spacer, and base cards. Base, base, and base, spacer, and base. Base, 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 spacer, and 2 more base. Base, base. Cam Ward, NHL Inc. for the Carolina Hurricanes in Sarge 03. Not numbered Sarge, but a NHL Inc. for the Canes. Spacer, and a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer, and base. base, base. We have a Calder Contenders rookie card of Frederick St. Denis. $8.99 of $9.99 for the Montreal Canadiens. And TMC Cormac, 1968. Spacer and base cards. Base, 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 spacer and base. Base, base. Here we got an auto rookie card of Zach Cassian for the Buffalo Sabres. 610 of 800 for Hockey Lot. 610 of 800, Zach Cassian. And spacer. And a couple of base. 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 Another auto rookie card. Joe Vitale. Pittsburgh Penguins, 90 of 800. 90 of 800s for P. Randy, 28. Spacer and base. Base, base. Cup Contenders of Shane Dolan for the Phoenix Coyotes, 202 of 999. For the Oats and Dodger thing. Spacer. Base and base. 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 Spacer and base. Base, 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 spacer, 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 and base. Base, base. Cup Contenders for the Buffalo Sabres of Ryan Miller, 457 of 999. And Hockey Lots. And spacer and base, last pack. Base, base, base. NHL Inks of Adam Larson for the New Jersey Devils and Dodger thing. Adam Larson, not numbered, for Dodger thing. Spacer, base, and base. That is it for another box. And 2 more boxes to go. Here we go. Another serial number coming at you. 7051, last 4 digits. Two more packs hiding down in here. Now we got an empty box. And here we go. Base, 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 spacer, base. base, base. Calder Contenders, 604 of 999 of Mikko Koiskinen for the New York Islanders. And ice 7781. Spacer and base cards. Base, base, and base. Here is the spacer and base. Base, 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 spacer and base. Base, base, base. Spacer and base. Alright, base, base. Cup Contenders for the Detroit Red Wings of Nick Lindstrom, 785 of 999. Going out to Tadal, 86. Spacer and a couple of base. Base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base, and Cody Eakin, NHL Inc. I believe this is a double also for the Washington Capitals, not numbered. Going out to TK 6970. Spacer and a couple of base cards. Base, base, base. Spacer and base cards. Base, 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 and for the Boston Bruins, 45 of 100, Cup Contenders of Patrice Bergeron. Nice 3-color patch, looks like part of a name or a jersey number or something. Patrice Bergeron for the Bruins. And who's got the Bruins? P. Randy 28. So very nice for Boston. And a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer and base. Base, base, base. Spacer, base, base, base. Cup Contenders of Dan Boyle for the San Jose Sharks, 926 of 999, 212 Hank Steele, and the Sharks. Spacer and 2 base cards. Base, base. Auto rookie card of Tim Erickson for the New York Rangers and Aaron Ohm 2, 304 of 800 for the Rangers. Spacer and base. Base, base. Calder Contenders rookie card, Kevin Marshall, Philadelphia Flyers, 367 of 999. Milkman 92. Spacer and base. Base, base, base. Spacer and 2 more base. 2 packs left in this box. base, base, and base. While I do that, spacer, and a couple more base cards. Last pack. Base, 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 spacer, and two more base cards. And I think we're winding our way down into our last and final box. Clear the deck. And here we go. Here it is, the 14th and final box. There's the serial number ending 5800. There we go. Good luck, everybody. Last box. Then we got some randoms to do. And then I got to get to the Panini checklist to verify the teams that these redemptions are going to. Let's do that on camera, so everybody knows. And here we go with our last box, pack number 1. And we got base, 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 spacer, and base. 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 Base, base. Calder Contenders rookie card, Todd Ford for the Washington Capitals, 313 of 999, TK 6970, spacer and base. Base, base. Calder Contenders for the New York Islanders of Mikko Koiskinen, another double, 171 of 999. Ice 7781. Spacer and a couple of base cards. Base, 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 spacer and base. Oh my goodness, look at the size of that pack. Whew. That one's definitely going to close out the break. That thing is a monster pack right there. Base, base. We got a Kevin Marshall Calder Contenders rookie card, 271 of 999, and I'm sure that's another double. Going out to the Flyers and Milkman 92. Base and base. And base, 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 spacer, and base. Base, base. Calder Contenders of Brendan Nash for the Montreal Canadiens, 564 of 999. TMC Cormac 1968. And more base. And base, base. NHL inks for the Columbus Blue Jackets of John Moore. For the Jackets. And Hockeytown Champs. Not numbered. And spacer. And a couple base cards. Alright, base. Base and base. Spacer and base. 3 packs to go, and then we got that monster pack to open up. I wonder if that's probably going to be a booklet card. Base, base, Calder Contenders, rookie of Anders Nilsson for the New York Islanders, 521 of 999. Ice 7781. Spacer, and a couple of base cards. And base, base, base. Spacer. And a couple of base cards. And base, base, base. Spacer and base. Alright, time for the monster. Here we go. What can it be? Alright. Drum roll, please. Jonas Hiller base. Cam Ward base. Jeff Skinner base. And it's a booklet. Let's get rid of the last couple of cards here, which are base. And we have a Panini Contenders matchups. And this is Mark Stahl and Henrik Lundqvist of the New York Rangers against Martin Brodeur and Zach Parise of the New Jersey Devils. So a 2-team random going on here between the Rangers and Devils. And there's the back of the card. And I didn't see any numbering unless I'm blind as a bat. Well, if it is numbered, it's not stamped on the card anywhere. Maybe it will be on the Panini website, but that is the way to close out a break with this monster card. Very nice. 4 autos. So we're going to be right back with the randoms and figuring out the checklist for the redemptions that were all there. So we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Alright, here we are on the Panini America website. We're going to determine who these redemptions go to, starting out with the Calder Contenders signatures. So here we're going to go right to the checklist. We got card number 201, Devontae Smith-Pelly, and that is going to the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. So the Devontae Smith-Pelly. Card number 201 goes to the Ducks. That's going to be numbered to 800. We also have card number 203, Greg Nemitz, and that is going to the Flames. The Greg Nemitz is going to the Flames. And there you see card number 203 for the Flames. And we have one last one, card number 222, and that is of Eric Goodbranson, and that is going to the Florida Panthers. I had thought it was the Flyers, but it is going to the Panthers. Card number 222, and there you see it, Goodbranson for the Panthers. Alright, we have 2 Calder Contenders signature patches to go through. So let's get that going. Get back into hockey. 11 playoff contenders. And we're looking for Calder Contenders signature patches. Neither one of these are gold. Just says signature patch. And first up, we have card number 201 of Devontae Smith-Pelly, and that's going to the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. And who's got the Ducks? Aaron Ohm. 201. You see it? Devontae Smith-Pelly, and that's going to be number 100. And the other one we have is card number 243 of Zach Ronaldo, and that is going to the Flyers. So the Zach Ronaldo redemption, card numbered, what was it, 243. Zach Ronaldo going to the Flyers. All right, we have one more here to determine. We got a starting lineups booklets. We got to see what teams are on that. That might be a random, almost positive it's going to be. 11 playoff contenders, and we are looking for the starting lineup booklets, card number 4. Starting lineup booklets, here he is. And we got card number 4. First, let me give you another shot of the redemption card itself. Starting lineups booklet, card number 4. And let's go right to the website there, and that's number 5. Here's number 4. All on camera right there. So card number 4, we got Bobby Ryan, left wing, Anaheim Ducks. Eric Johnson for the Avalanche. Jack Johnson for the Kings. Kessler for the Canucks. Miller for the Sabres. And Parise for the New Jersey Devils. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different team random. So let me write those teams down. Alright, we got the Ducks. Avalanche. Kings. Canucks. Sabres. And the Devils. And that card is numbered to 50 copies. Alright, so we got the teams determined. We'll have to do a random on that. And what do we also have? We have a random to do on the booklets between the Rangers and Devils. So we'll be right back with the randoms as we move over to random.org. Alright, we're back with the 2 randoms that we have to do. What was the, oh no, sorry, there's a third random we have to do. We also have to do the NHL Dual Ink Auto between the Coyotes and Senators, so we'll do that one first. We are at List Randomizer, and this is going to be for the NHL Dual Inks between the Yotes and the Senators. Yotes are on the card first, so here we go with Coyote. Hello. Hello. Coyotes, Senators, Coyotes, Senators, Senators, 3 times each. All right. We got the teams in each 3 times. It's going to be hit 3 times. Team on top stands tall. Here we go. Number 1, we got the Senators on top. Number 2, the Coyotes are on top. And the third and final time is the Ottawa Senators. So the Ottawa Senators are getting the NHL Dual Ink Auto card. All right, random number 2. We're going to go ahead and do that starting lineup booklets, card number 4. And that is a 6-team random between the Ducks, Avalanche, Kings, Canucks, Sabres, and Devils. So let's get ourselves a new list. I'm going to enter in the teams 3 times as they appear on the card. Ducks, Avalanche, Kings, Canucks, Sabres, Devils. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy it and enter. We're going to paste it once, enter, and paste it again. Alright, so from top to bottom, guys, there you got them all on screen. You'll see each team listed in order 3 separate times. And we're going to do it the same way. 3 times. Team on top stands tall. Here we go with number 1. We got the Ducks on top. Twice. Got the Kings on top. And the third and final time, it is the Vancouver Canucks. And going all the way down, you see the timestamp, and it says that the list has been randomized 3 times. So the starting lineup booklets goes to the Canucks. Alright, and we got one more here to do, and that is for the Rangers Devils quad auto booklet here. So we got the Rangers and the Devils. New list. List randomizer. There we go. And that was the Rangers first. Devils. Rangers, Devils, Rangers, Devils. Okay, you see it on there 3 times each team. I'm gonna hit it 3 times. Here we go. Once. Rangers are on top. Twice. Rangers are on top. Again. The New Jersey Devils and Dodger thing. And there you see the timestamp, and it says that the list has been randomized 3 times. So that is going to the Devils. Alright, that is it for the recorded break. Hope to see you guys all again next week. I got a request to do either a case of Anthology or a case of Zenith. So we'll make that happen. Until next time, I'm working on doing the live breaks at Vaughn TV, but I'm waiting for all the bugs to get worked out. I watched a break happen during the week. It was the night that Blog TV ended, and it crashed horribly. Vaughn TV, probably the servers were just not ready to take on all the additional traffic from the people flocking there. That's why I didn't do my live break there this weekend. I didn't want to have any problems. I'm waiting for all the bugs to get fixed, and then I will go back live. So until then, watch for my newsletter in your email boxes. It comes out once a week from HawksFan67. If you're not getting it in your regular email box, please check your spam folders. Until next time, thanks guys all very much, and take care.